got you a really cool discount on a HOVSCO e-bike. You can get $100 off if you use the code Kevin100. Check the link down below. And my HOVSCO folding e-bike has a carrying capacity of over 400 pounds. So they're pretty sturdy little bikes. And this one fits in the truck. I got it up there in the top bunk. Hi everybody. I got a cool new toy here I want to show you. I was thinking lately, you know, when I'm on my reset, I got a day off and I'm in crazy strange places all over the country. I want to do a little exploring. Sometimes you can't get to places, you know, like it's a long walk to Walmart or, you know, seeing the sights and stuff like that. And I thought, what if I got like an e-bike and I could take that and ride around and see the sights, get a little exercise, go shopping, carry my stuff back to the truck, you know. You're in the truck, you can't like tow a car behind yourself or have a horse in the sleeper or stuff like that for your day off. But a bike, that's a pretty good idea, you know. We were thinking about it, I was doing some research, and then we were contacted by HOVSCO. And these guys make e-bikes. So this video is sponsored by HOVSCO, and they sent us this bike so that we could try it out and tell all our viewers about it and see if it's a good thing. So my name is Kevin. I'm a solo driver for Crete Carrier. You're watching The Joy of Trucking, and let's get into this little toy here and see what we got. First, we got a really big box, and it was heavy. I got it right side up. That's good to know. There, that works. Something else cool about this bike, it's foldable. So think about that. If you had to try and get a bicycle up into the cab of the truck, would it be easier if it was folded, right? And then you could store it somewhere in the bunk or on the top bunk or on the floor. I thought that was a pretty good idea. All right, looks like we got a box here. In this box from HOVSCO. Ah, look at this. Pedals. A unique feature of these pedals is that they fold as well. So when you fold the bike this way, you don't have a pedal sticking out, right? Looks like we got the charger here and the cord. I got a few spare nuts and bolts. Hey, this looks cool. Neat little bag. It's a tool pouch. Look at that. Allen wrenches, screwdriver, and some good old wrenches. That looks like the front axle, or maybe that's for the seat. That's a chain guard. And that's our kickstand. All right, we got lots of goodies in this box. Okay. Let's set this aside and see what comes out of the box next. All right. We got styrofoam packing components. Yep. Okay. Looks like we're down to the meat here. Take this out first. Ah. All right, there's the front wheel. Well, that's cute. Cardboard. There's a reflector. Big fat tires. Only inflate to 20 psi, but you know what? I could cover some pretty good terrain with this, right? Suppose I'm in an area that's just gravel or sand. Good for the street too. You got disc brakes. Boop. All right, we got a front wheel. Let's see what happens now. Yes, sir. There it is. It's red. It's a hot smoking red. Look at that. Got the handlebars here, the front fork assembly. The back tires on. All right. Let's get started here. Lots of stuff to take off. There's a pedal arm. Oh, they're using the heavy-duty zip ties here. Let's try a different blade. Has anybody seen an instruction manual yet? I haven't. But there is an assembly video on their website. Gotta be careful I don't scratch the paint doing this, eh? Ah, there's the handlebars. Oh, what's this? User manual. I see some keys. Apparently the battery has a lock, so you can secure it. Nobody will steal it. And you can charge the battery on the bike or take it off and just plug it in the house. Don't lose the keys. All right. Heavy duty zip ties here. This is the folding stem for the handlebars. There we go, there we go. I think I'll put the kickstand on first and then the front wheel, and then I can stand it up. And then I'll do the handlebars. Yes? There's our toolbox. Looks like this one will work. The screws are already there. Yep. I think it goes about there. You can get accessories for this bike too from HOVSCO. They got a rack for the back behind the seat, and there's a basket you can get on the front for carrying stuff, and there's a couple of tail lights you can buy as accessories. I'm gonna think about that. The motor is here in the back wheel in the hub. It's a 1300 watt motor. capable of 28 miles per hour and up to 60 hours of riding time. No, sorry, 60 miles of riding distance. That's a pretty good day out on a bike, 60 miles. And because it's electric, you're not doing all the work. It actually has different settings. So you can set the pedal assist. It has a sensor, so when you start pedaling, it starts driving the motor to help you along, and you can set it for anywhere from 1 to 5 for assist. It also has just a throttle. You can just sit there without pedaling and hit the gas, you know, like a motorcycle. And you also have walking mode. Like if you're walking next to it, you're trying to, like, you know, push it up a hill or through some rough terrain or something like that. You put it in walking mode, get you up the hill. So here's the quick release bolt for the hub. And the brakes go right in here. Oh, wait a minute. Like a block or a jammer. There, yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh, okay. And line that up there. Good. And the other side. Now there's a nut and a spring. Solid. Okay, don't need that. Put this wrench back in here. That's a good looking bike, hey? Okay. That's the stem for the handlebars. There's the handlebars. We could do the pedals, which requires a wrench. I'm kind of excited about trying this thing out. It's nice to give you all the tools you need, huh? Now one of these is counterclockwise, yes. A reverse thread because of the direction you're pedaling, right? And they're labeled left and right, so you get the correct one in the hole there. Let's see how that works. Look at that. See, it folds up, so when you fold the bike, they're not sticking out. It's a good idea. It's pretty smart. Push it in, flip it up. Ready to go. let's do another one. There we go. There we go. This should be a right-hand thread. Turning it clockwise, trying to find the threads. There we go. Get my trusty HOVSCO wrench. Push in, turn. Look at that. Goes both ways, up and down. That's a great idea. Now, let's bring this down to ground level so I can see. Some more wrapping here. That looks wrong. Wait a minute. Turn. Okay. That looks like a headlight, eh? It's got to go like this, right? But no. This has to turn. Oh, but this notch has to go here. So that's, you want it like that when you fold it, right? Because it folds down to the side for storage. Yes. But I have to turn this thing. And this will be the front, this is the headlight. All right, time to read the instructions. This is kind of important here. Page 10. I read all this stuff on the website. Assembly, unpack the bike, remove the package, install the kickstand, pull the stem upright, and fold the latch to close it, yes. Insert the handlebar to the stem, push it down to adjust the height, close the clamp to secure it, adjust the stem, loosen the 2 stem bolts here, yes, and then I can turn it to the right direction. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so we got it in, we got it locked, we got to set the height with this one. Let's just put it here for now. And then we get our wrenches. Crank this one loose. The stem adjustment bolt. So what I want now is this in line with the front wheel, right? Pretty close. Good. All right. So we got wheels, pedals, handlebars. Ah, yeah, we got a chain guard here. I think we need a couple of bolts for that. Or no. Ah. Yeah. Then you have the seat height adjustment and the battery. I don't have the right wrench for this. So basically, you take off this big nut and put this on and put the nut back on to secure it and protects your derailleur system. They didn't supply that wrench because I don't think they want you doing that. The manual says take it to a bike shop for that. Ooh, there's a QR code on the display. So you need to flash on that and then get the app on your phone. And using the app, you unlock the speed to get it up to 28 miles an hour. Want to see the dashboard light up? This is the display. There's the power button right there. That's your level of assist from 0 to 5. There's your speed. There's your distance, and there's how much charge is in your battery. We also have a light on the front here, and there's the button for it. And this plus and minus is for your assist level, how much you want the motor to help you pedal. There's the controls for the chain derailleur on the back wheel. So you got 7 gears right there. So here's your front and rear brakes. These 2 levers. And here's your throttle if you want some giddy up and go. Right? So it just engages the motor. So also, it's interesting to note that when you apply the brakes, it disengages the motor. The motor stops pushing you when you're trying to stop. That's smart. Here's the key for the battery, which is mounted right here on the frame. So you can take that out and charge it in the house. There's the charging port right there on the battery. And it's accessible when the battery's in the bike, so you can charge it either in the house or on the bike. I'm going to think about that too. If I'm folding the bike and lifting it up into the truck, I'll take the battery out and that'll drop about 9 pounds off that I don't have to lift. About this folding thing now, how does this work? Fold our pedals. Looks like there's a big hinge here. There's a handle on the right side. So if I open that up, this whole thing swings over, right? Look at that. Wow. So it folds in half. So now if I take the handlebars down, and they're out of the way, so there it is, all folded up, ready to go in the truck. That's pretty cool. From what I understand, the bike is 67 inches long, but folded it's only 34 inches. It weighs 66 pounds, but if I take the battery out, that's 9 pounds less, so down to 55. I should be able to lift that up into the truck, get it in the truck, and if I want, even put it up on the upper bunk so it's out of the way, and I'll secure it up there with a strap or 2. Yeah. I like how it's red, just like my truck. Now, the motor is 1,300 watts, right? It'll take me up to 28 miles an hour. I got 7 speeds on the derailleur, and I'm good for 60 miles if I take it easy. Don't race too much. And this bike will carry 450 pounds of cargo, including me. So I'm gonna open it back up now, put it back into riding condition. That's stiff. Lock that good. Put the handlebars back up. Lock that good. Now without you know what else? You got to put these pedals back in place. There. All right. I'm just going on the gears first. Woohoo! I'm going to adjust the seat first, I think. Get a little more height and tighten it up. No, too tight. There. Now we're going to try the motor. So I got the power on. See the display. We're going to go with number 1 assist. Ready? Woo! Oh man. That's great. Look at this thing go. That's only on number 1. Let's see it with just the throttle. Let's see what happens. Whoa! Whoa. That's got juice, man. Let's take it on the street. Well, it was really fun putting this together. It was a mechanical challenge. Test the old brain cells a little bit. I got to tell you, it was a thrilling ride, just around the yard here and up the block and back. On the lower setting, this thing was just taking off, man. It's got a lot of power. And it feels sturdy, it feels solid, you know. This is a well-built bike by the feel of it. You got front forks here, you got a suspension on the front, soften the ride a little bit. Those big balloon tires are gonna make for a comfortable ride, and you can handle some terrain. I don't know if you noticed the yard here is very sandy. Didn't bog down once, just ate up the road. All right, well there's the video on the HOVSCO folding e-bike with the 20-inch balloon tires, the 7-speed transmission, and the 5-level electric motor. It's going to be fun having this thing on the truck, I'll tell you. So give us a thumbs up and put some comments down below. Do you have an e-bike? What do you think of e-bikes? Do you think it's a good thing? What do you think of this one? Let me know. All right, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell. I'll see you down the road. I'm out of here. Woohoo! It's in. Ready to hit the road for adventure.